Hello, Enlightened One. Welcome back to Have a Look Inside. Here are 7 ways to deal with Blue Monday depression. Keep an eye out for SAD. Infamously known as Blue Monday, the third Monday of January is regarded as the most depressing day of the year. The term gained traction in 2005 by a travel company that was capitalizing on the best time for travelers to book getaway trips. Then a psychologist came up with a formula using factors like post-holiday blues and failed New Year's resolutions to define Blue Monday, Cleveland Clinic explains. For a lot of us in the field, there's more skepticism because how do you come up with a formula like that? How do you boil it down to this day for everybody in the world living at different places, dealing with different things? Said Dr. Douglas Mesquita, a psychiatrist with Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. Still, Mesquita said there could be some truth to the theory. I would stress the season over the day, and for some, it might persist beyond the season, you know. So maybe takeaways are that depression is a real thing, Mesquita said. We could take hits, could feel it this time of year, and sadly for many, it's more than a day, could be weeks. It could be longer. Blue Monday corresponds with Seasonal Affective Disorder, a type of depression triggered by certain seasons of the year, most often fall or winter. It is thought that shorter days and less daylight may trigger a chemical change in the brain, leading to symptoms of depression. Definitely say I would experience it. Just the lack of sunlight and it being so cloudy kind of makes it hard to get your day going. Have the extra energy and whatnot, Central Ohio resident Sarah Albertson said. Seasonal affective disorder can come in waves. Having the winter blues is normal, but Mesquita said it can get worrisome. If they're noticing they're not attending to showers or brushing their teeth or getting out of the home very much, they might have less interest in interacting with people, Mesquita said. About 10 to 20% of Americans may get a milder form of the winter blues, while about 5% of adults experience seasonal depression, according to the Cleveland Clinic. Of course, I like the spring and the summertime a lot better than the winter, but it doesn't bother me because it's something that needs to happen, said Wilbur Reed, another Central Ohio resident who says they experience seasonal affective disorder. Mesquita said those who experience seasonal depression need to know that it's okay to seek help. I would say, trying to wake up right when the alarm goes off. I have a couple dogs at home, so getting them out for a walk kind of gets my day going, things like that, Albertson said. This morning I got up pretty early and I got in the tub, took a bath, and that kind of got myself together, Reed said. I was still just about falling asleep in the tub, but that kind of woke me up a bit to get moving. Mesquita says it's important to know that seasonal affective disorder is a real problem. If you're feeling down this time of year, take steps to feel better, whether that means talking with a loved one or seeking professional help. When was the last time you stopped and did nothing? Yes, you heard me right. Did nothing? Stop and take a breath. Try this for 10 minutes. If you don't learn to slow down, the winter blues will only get worse, and there's no time you'll feel it worse than in January, on and around Blue Monday. Part of the problem is, during the peak of winter, you keep going and don't realize you're even getting the blues. When it gets to the point where it's persistent, this could lead to seasonal depression, known as Seasonal Affective Disorder, SAD. Many people suffer from SAD. You are not alone. But unfortunately, not everybody talks about it. This leaves you feeling alone and isolated. And isolation is the worst thing you can do for your depression. You can get help with seasonal depression caused by seasonal affective disorder. 1. Don't isolate yourself. When you are feeling depressed, you may be more irritable, which will make you feel like you don't want to be around other people. You may even hear voices that are telling you to stay in. But this is the best time to go out or be around friends and family, even if you feel like you might not know anyone there. Being in a positive social atmosphere can help lighten your spirits. Pull yourself up and make yourself go out. You'll be glad you did. You may even want to schedule an annual Blue Monday night out with friends. 2. Get outside and soak in the sun's rays. You need natural sunlight, aka vitamin D, to help your depression. If you can sit by a window during the day, that's good, but you also need to get outside. Go for a 20-minute walk if you can. Anytime you see that blue sky, pop outside and let your face, and arms if it's not too cold, soak up a few minutes of UV. If you live where it is too cold to get outside during the day, invest in full-spectrum light bulbs rather than fluorescent light. 3. Get moving. Studies have shown that walking for 30-45 minutes a day, 5 days a week helps to reduce depression symptoms. You can exercise inside or outside. Do a workout that will challenge you and get your heart rate up. I like to start my day with exercise. I'm much more focused and in a good mood for the rest of the day. Organize a big Blue Monday workout. Use our free AI chat GPT tool, Fit Genius. This will simplify the process for you. The link is in the description below. 4. Keep things simple. You are led to believe to get ahead you must suffer. But this is a myth. Don't get me wrong. If you want to get ahead, you will have to sweat, but not at the expense of yourself and your loved ones. For example, if you can't afford a new car, then buy a used one. Don't worry about what others will think. What matters is you won't be stressed out and feel depressed. 5. Rest your mind. Make it a practice to set aside 10 minutes a day to breathe and close your eyes. 10 minutes isn't too much time. On Blue Monday, maybe double it just as a practice. Keep your mind clear. If thoughts come, don't judge them. Let them be. You might think that's a waste of time because you have trained your brain to think that way. Start retraining your brain today by letting it rest. 6. Stop beating yourself up with negative self-talk. This is something everyone is guilty of. Seasonal depression or not, it is a waste of time. That's why it's nice to know that Blue Monday is a thing. You're not alone. You tell yourself things that aren't true. Maybe these are things you heard growing up or were shouted at you in a prior relationship. Replace each negative thought with a positive thought. It can be as simple as, today will be a fresh start. 7. Turn it over to your God or higher power. When you're depressed, and it feels like nobody else cares, it's good to know that a higher power cares. You aren't meant to be perfect. You shouldn't expect this of yourself. Our free AI chat GPT tool, Guiding Light GPT, can help you match Bible verses to your unique life situations. The link is in the description below. Well, that's all, folks. Stay safe until the next video. For great gadgets and gizmos, visit megdigital.com.